Have you ever wondered how one man could change the course of history? Picture an individual whose life is woven so deeply into the tapestry of time that his deeds ripple across generations. An individual whose visions, achievements, and political prowess left an undeniable imprint on the world. His name? Julius Caesar, a Roman general who didn't merely participate in history, but shaped it. Today we delve into the life of Julius Caesar, a man whose influence still echoes through the centuries. Julius Caesar, born in Rome in 100 BC, was a man of humble beginnings. In the heart of ancient Rome, a child was born into the patrician family of the Julius Caesares. His parents, Aurelia and Gaius Julius Caesar, were respectable but not wealthy by Roman standards. Young Julius grew up witnessing a Rome rife with social and political turmoil. The Republic was in decline, and the city was often caught in the crossfire of power struggles between the ruling elite. It was this turbulent environment that would provide the backdrop to Caesar's formative years. Despite his family's limited means, Caesar was educated under the tutelage of Rome's finest scholars. He displayed an early aptitude for politics and leadership, traits that would later define his life. His ambition was fueled by the tales of his family's illustrious lineage, tracing back to the goddess Venus herself. From these modest beginnings, Caesar would rise to become one of Rome's most powerful figures. Julius Caesar's ascent to power was nothing short of extraordinary. A man of ambition and vision, Caesar's political career was a thrilling roller coaster ride that left Rome forever changed. Caesar began his journey to power in the political arena of Rome. Known for his eloquence and charisma, he quickly rose through the ranks, serving in various political offices. He was elected as Pontifex Maximus, the chief priest of the Roman state religion, and later as consul, the highest political office in the Roman Republic. But it was his time as a governor of Gaul that truly set the stage for his rise to ultimate power. In Gaul, Caesar showcased his military genius. He led his legions with a tactical prowess that was unmatched, expanding Rome's territories and influence across the region. His victories in Gaul not only elevated his status, but also filled Rome's coffers, making him immensely popular among the Roman citizens. His triumphs were celebrated with grand parades and feasts, further solidifying his place in the hearts of the Romans. But Caesar's ambition didn't stop there. Upon his return to Rome, he set his sights on the ultimate prize, becoming the sole ruler of Rome. Through a series of political maneuvers, he managed to get himself appointed as dictator in perpetuity, dictator for life. This was an unprecedented move, effectively ending the Roman Republic and marking the start of the Roman Empire with Caesar as its first emperor. But his rise to power wasn't without controversy. His appointment as dictator for life was met with resistance by those who saw it as a threat to the Republic's democratic traditions. Yet Caesar navigated these turbulent waters with shrewd political acumen, managing to maintain his grip on power. His unprecedented rise to power left an indelible mark on Rome and the world. Julius Caesar, a man of vision and ambition, forever changed the course of history. His ascent to power is a testament to his political and military genius, forever immortalizing him in the annals of history. Caesar was not simply a conqueror, he was a visionary. His achievements spanned far and wide, leaving an indelible mark on history that still resonates today. A man of great intellect and foresight, Caesar introduced a series of reforms that transformed the Roman Empire. His most notable was perhaps the creation of the Julian calendar. Replacing the convoluted Roman calendar, this new system was far more accurate and organized, setting the foundation for what we now know as the Gregorian calendar. Imagine a man from over 2,000 years ago influencing how we keep track of time today. But it wasn't just time he reshaped. Caesar also revolutionized the Roman political structure. He centralized the bureaucracy of the Republic and was instrumental in transitioning Rome from a republic to an empire. He reformed the Roman Senate, increasing its size and broadening its representation. These actions allowed for a more efficient government and laid the groundwork for the future emperors of Rome. His influence also extended to the very language spoken by the Romans. He is credited with the creation of the Latin prose, which profoundly influenced European and world literature. Many of our modern languages, including Italian, French, Spanish, and Romanian, have roots in this Latin prose, demonstrating Caesar's lasting impact on global communication. Yet, His achievements were not without controversy. His accumulation of power and his autocratic rule were viewed with suspicion and fear by many Romans. This ultimately led to his downfall, a tragic end for a man with such a grand vision. But one cannot deny the magnitude of his influence. His reforms shaped the future of Rome, his calendar system influences our daily lives, and his linguistic contributions continue to echo in our modern languages. Caesar was not just a man of his time, but a man for all times. His vision and influence extended far beyond his lifetime, shaping the world as we know it today. But every great story has a tragic end. Julius Caesar, the man who had reshaped Rome, who had brought it to the pinnacle of its power, would meet a cruel fate. It was the Ides of March, a day now forever marked by treachery and betrayal. Caesar's ambitious rise had sparked fear among the senators. They saw in him a potential king, a tyrant who could undo the republic they held dear. A conspiracy was born in the shadowed corners of the Senate. Brutus, a man Caesar considered a friend, was among those who plotted his downfall. On that fateful March day, as Caesar entered the Senate, the conspirators struck. The mighty general, the man who had conquered Gaul, fell not in battle but betrayed by his own. The political fallout was immediate and brutal. The city of Rome, once held in the steady hand of Caesar, was thrown into chaos. Riots broke out, factions formed, and the very fabric of the Roman Republic began to tear at the seams. The senators, in their bid to save the Republic, had unwittingly set the stage for its end. In the power vacuum left by Caesar's death, his adopted heir, Octavian, rose to the forefront. Octavian, later known as Augustus, would go on to establish the Roman Empire, effectively bringing an end to the Roman Republic. The republic that the senators had sought to preserve was lost, replaced by an empire that would rule for centuries to come. The irony is bitter. The conspirators had killed Caesar to prevent a monarchy, yet his death led to the rise of an empire. Julius Caesar, in life and death, had changed the world. He had set in motion a series of events that would shape the course of history. With his death, the Roman Republic died too, making way for the rise of the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar's life story is a testament to the power of one individual to shape history. A maverick of his time, Caesar left an indelible imprint on Rome, reshaping its political landscape in a way that would echo through the ages. With his innovative reforms, he laid the groundwork for the Roman Empire, which would dominate the Western world for the next 500 years. His transformation of the calendar into what we now know as the Julian calendar brought a sense of order in a chaotic world. His name, Caesar, even became synonymous with power, birthing the titles Kaiser in Germany and Tsar in Russia. But his influence didn't stop at the borders of ancient Rome. His life and death have been immortalized in literature, immortalized in the words of Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. His military strategies are still taught in military academies around the world. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of ambition and the fragility of power. Even today, 2,000 years after his death, Caesar's influence can be felt. His face graces our coins, his name adorns our buildings, and his story is told in our classrooms. He remains a source of fascination, an enigma that continues to captivate us. Caesar's legacy lives on, a testament to the extraordinary life of an extraordinary man, Julius Caesar, a man from humble beginnings who changed the world. From his early days in Rome to his ascent to power, Caesar's life was marked by ambition and bravery. His military exploits brought new territories under Roman control, expanding the reach and influence of the empire. His political acumen was no less impressive as he navigated the complex waters of Roman politics to become one of history's most powerful leaders. But as with any great figure, Caesar's story also includes downfall. Yet even in his demise, he left an indelible mark on history. His legacy endures, shaping the course of events centuries after his time, from our modern calendar system to the very concept of emperor. We see the ripples of Caesar's influence. As we close this chapter, let's remember Julius Caesar not just as a historical figure, but as a man whose visions and actions continue to resonate. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from history. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.